What's poppin', my beautiful people? So I have a 2014 Chrysler Town and Country, and today we're gonna be doing a tune-up and show you some spark plugs. It's a Ren Solo, whatever. I got the spark plugs and the coil packs as well. So first thing first, we're gonna remove this engine cover. Get out the way. Ah! Next, we're gonna remove the air box. And in order to remove this air box, we're gonna remove this pipe from the engine on this side first. And then there's a screw you're gonna remove here. You're gonna use a flathead or 8 milli. And then we're gonna disconnect this connector. Now here there's a little pop-up that we're gonna try to remove to get this piece out in this. So this piece is held on by 2 grommets in the back, and then that one connector in the front, right here. But the 2 grommets are in the back. So right now we have access to back. In order to access the one in the front, we're gonna have to take the upper. We're gonna have to remove this upper intake. So first, we're gonna remove this clamp right here holding the hose. Now, normally people take this out, but for me, I'm just gonna remove this off the intake like that. So here, we want to see if we can remove the intake bolt. Intake. We're gonna try to move it to the side, and then if we need to remove anything else from here, we'll do that. But right now, we're just gonna remove this. So the intake has 8 millimeter bolts. Now the intake bracket has 2 support brackets right here in the front. They're 10 millimeter each. And then there's another bolt on this side. But in order to do so, I'm gonna pop the wiring off of here. There's a 13 millimeter. Whew, there you have it. So it's double-sided. So it holds the harness back here. What we're gonna do is just move the harness out the way to remove this hose here from this intake manifold. Of course, we got the harness out the way. So like I was saying, there are 2 bolts here. One's here, then one here. That's holding the intake manifold in the front, so you can see it. And then there's this third one right here that was holding it. That's where we had to remove that 13 millimeter bolt. Those was holding it from the side, so we'd be able to move this back. Move this that way in order to get it out. So now we're gonna cover this up so that nothing goes down there in the engine. So before I start removing the coils, I'm gonna wipe these down because I don't want any of the dust to get into our spark plug. Coil bolts are 10 millimeter. So I'm gonna go back to our 10. Ooh, gotta remove these little clips. I'll get the see this part here? So we're gonna start one section at a time. We're gonna start with the front first and work our way to the back. Now they always say put them in order in which they came, but we're also replacing the coils. So I guess that part don't matter right now. What I got a 5/8 wrench to remove the the spark plugs. This is for spark plugs. Spark plug, baby. So these are the replacement Denso. One. Now that they're in, we gotta torque them to 13-inch foot-pounds. Okay, the front ones are done. So once you put your spark plugs in, you gotta use some dielectric grease, okay? You ain't got to put too much, just a little some slight. All right, fronts are done. Now let's get to the back. Things back together. I'm gonna start with the intake manifold. Gonna move this out the way. Now we're gonna torque these into 89-inch foot-pounds. So me and my big boy, we about to do it. So we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are, we're gonna start with this joint. Okay. There it is. We'll go to 3. Okay, we'll go to 4. We'll go to 5. We'll go to 6. We'll go to 7.